Have you ever found yourself waking up at 3 a.m., the house silent, the world still cloaked in darkness, and wondered why you're suddenly wide awake? Maybe you've tossed and turned, staring at the ceiling, asking yourself if something's wrong with you. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. For so many older adults, these early morning wake-ups are a regular occurrence, and they're not just random quirks of aging. There's something deeper going on, something tied to your body, your mind, and the life you've lived. In this video, we're diving into 5 compelling reasons why older adults often wake up around 3 a.m. And more importantly, what these moments might be telling you about your health and sleep. These aren't just guesses or quick fixes. They're grounded in science, experience, and the natural shifts that come with age. By the time we're done, you might look at those early wake-ups in a whole new way, maybe even with a little more kindness toward yourself. So, grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's explore what's really happening when the clock strikes 3 a.m. Number 1. The melatonin mystery. Let's start with something your body has been doing since the day you were born. Producing melatonin, that magical hormone that tells you it's time to sleep. When you were younger, melatonin flowed like clockwork, guiding you into deep, restful nights. But as we age, something shifts. The pineal gland, that tiny part of your brain responsible for melatonin, starts to slow down. It's not that it stops working, it just doesn't churn out as much as it used to. And that drop can make a big difference in how you sleep. You might drift off just fine at 10 p.m., cozy under the covers after a long day, but by 3 a.m., your melatonin levels could dip low enough that your brain says, "Hey, time to wake up." It's not a loud alarm. It's more like a gentle nudge, pulling you out of sleep when you least expect it. Now, here's where it gets tricky. Your environment can amplify this effect. Even a sliver of light from a street lamp sneaking through the curtains or the faint glow of your alarm clock can mess with what little melatonin you've got left. As we age, our eyes become more sensitive to light, and that can trick your brain into thinking dawn is near, even when it's hours away. Take Margaret, for example. She's 70, a lifelong early riser who never had trouble sleeping until recently. Now she's up at 3 a.m. most nights, not stressed, not upset, just awake. Once she learned about melatonin's role, she made some changes: blackout curtains, no screens before bed, and a relaxing wind-down routine with a warm drink. It didn't fix everything overnight, but she started sleeping past 3 a.m. more often. The point is, this isn't your fault. It's biology doing its thing. Understanding that can help you tweak your nights to work with your body, not against it. Number 2. Your body clock's new schedule. Here's another piece of the puzzle. Your circadian rhythm, that internal clock that tells you when to sleep and when to wake, starts shifting forward as you age. Scientists call this advanced sleep phase, and it's one of the most natural changes older adults experience. When you were 30, you might have stayed up past midnight without a second thought, waking up at 7 a.m. feeling refreshed. But now, you might feel your eyelids drooping by 8 or 9 p.m., and by 3 a.m., your body's already saying, "Good morning," even if the sun's nowhere in sight. This isn't a flaw. It's your clock recalibrating itself. Why does this happen? Part of it is biology. Your brain's sensitivity to light and temperature cues changes over time. Part of it is lifestyle. Maybe you're not rushing to a 9-to-5 job anymore, or your evenings are quieter without kids running around. Without those external anchors, your body picks its own rhythm, and often that means earlier bedtimes and earlier wake-ups. Think about someone like James, a 67-year-old retiree. He used to burn the midnight oil, but now he's asleep by 9:30 p.m. and up at 3 a.m., wondering why he can't sleep in. Once he realized his clock had shifted, he stopped fighting it. He started enjoying quiet mornings, reading, sipping coffee, while gently nudging his bedtime a bit later with a good book or a chat with his wife. It's not about forcing sleep, it's about syncing up with your new normal. If this sounds like you, try embracing that early wake-up, or tweak your evenings to stretch your night just a little longer. Number 3. The body speaks at night sometimes. Waking up at 3 a.m. isn't about your brain. It's your body sending a message. As we age, little aches and pains creep in, and they love to make themselves known when you're lying still for hours. Maybe it's a stiff knee from arthritis, a twinge in your lower back, or that nagging need to visit the bathroom. These aren't dramatic wake-up calls. They're subtle enough to pull you out of deep sleep without you fully realizing why. For men especially, an aging bladder can be the culprit. It doesn't hold as much as it used to, and at 3 a.m., when everything's quiet, that urge feels impossible to ignore. Then there's the ripple effect of health changes. Medications for blood pressure or pain might increase nighttime trips to the bathroom or leave you restless. Even something as simple as a room that's too warm or too cool can tip the scales. Consider Susan, 73, who started waking up every night around 3:30 a.m. She blamed insomnia until she noticed her hips ached after hours in bed. A new pillow and a chat with her doctor about her arthritis meds made a difference. She still wakes up sometimes, but she falls back asleep faster. Your body isn't betraying you here. It's just talking a little louder than it used to. Listening to those signals, adjusting your sleep setup or timing your meds, can turn those wake-ups into manageable blips instead of nightly battles. Number 4. Habits that shape your nights. Let's talk about something you might not even notice: your daily routine. As we age, life often slows down. Dinner moves from 7 p.m. to 5 p.m. Evenings get quieter, and maybe you're not as active as you once were. These shifts might seem small, but they can quietly rewrite your sleep schedule. If you're eating early and winding down by 8 p.m., your body might decide it's done sleeping by 3 a.m. Add in a sneaky afternoon nap or a cup of coffee too late in the day, and your sleep rhythm can drift even further out of whack. Take Robert, 69, who retired last year. His days got less structured. No more morning commute or busy afternoons. He started eating dinner early, napping in the recliner, and nodding off by 9 p.m. Sure enough, 3 a.m. became his new wake-up call. Once he spotted the pattern, he shook things up. A short walk after dinner, a little more light in the evening, no naps past 2 p.m. His wake-ups didn't vanish, but they slid closer to 5 a.m., which felt more doable. Your habits are like a secret conductor for your sleep orchestra. Tweak them thoughtfully, and you might find your nights harmonizing better with your days. Number 5. The quiet mind at 3 a.m. Finally, let's go somewhere deeper: your heart and mind. Sometimes waking up at 3 a.m. isn't about hormones or habits. It's about what's stirring inside you. As we age, life gets quieter, and that stillness can uncover emotions we didn't have time to feel before. Maybe it's a memory of someone you miss, a worry about the future, or a question you've never answered. In the hush of 3 a.m., with no distractions, your mind has room to wander. It's not always anxiety. It might just be a gentle restlessness, a longing for connection, or a reflection on the years behind you. For someone like Clara, 78, this hits home. She's active during the day, gardening, visiting friends, but at 3 a.m., she's awake, thinking about her kids far away or her husband who passed years ago. She started leaving a notebook by her bed, jotting down whatever bubbled up. Some nights, she writes a letter she'll never send. Others, she just listens to the silence. Over time, those wake-ups softened. They didn't stop, but they felt less like interruptions and more like moments of peace. Your mind isn't broken when this happens. It's alive, processing a lifetime of stories. Give it space, maybe a little grace, and you might find those early hours become less of a struggle and more of a gift. Final thoughts. So, there you have it. 5 reasons why 3 a.m. might be calling your name, from melatonin's fade to the whispers of your heart. What struck you most? Was it the science of your shifting clock, the nudge of your body, or the quiet pull of your thoughts? These wake-ups aren't failures. They're signs of a body and soul still in motion, adapting to the years you've earned. You're not alone in this, and there's power in knowing what's behind it. Maybe it's time to adjust your room, your routine, or just how you see those early hours. Whatever you take from this, know that you're not just waking up. You're still growing, still learning, still here.